Oh boy, it's amazing how quickly it gets dark outside during winter. Cause not just because of the shorter days, but when I start the stream, the evening sun is shining through my windows and my room is nice and bright. And then an hour later, I already need to turn on lights. It's just dark in here. I don't like looking at bright monitors in the dark. Let's see here. Buford says, if you're interested, there is an evil ending if you're mean to all of the 5 main dragons and a maverick. It is even mentioned in the true ending, so it is something that that canonically occurs. I have no interest in that. I don't like being mean. I mean, there's been rare occasion where I was purposefully mean in a video game. When I streamed Mario RPG, I chose all of the mean options because I thought it would be fun to make Mario look like a jerk. I mean, Mario was going to try to punch that little kid regardless of what I did, so I might as well. Anyway, let us move on. It was a relief to leave the crime scene, considering all that had happened. When I reached into my pocket to take a look at the list, however, I found something unexpected. It was a small piece of paper with the word Tatsu written on it. How did it get there? My earlier encounter with a masked person was the only time today someone was close enough to smuggle something into my pocket. I figured if someone like Bryce had do something like that, I definitely would have noticed. He got big paws. As for Tatsu, the only related thing I could think of was Tatsu Park, which I had come across when I went to the police station the other day. Even if that park was the place the mysterious paper referred to, I didn't know if it was actually a good idea to visit. The masked person may have saved me from the falling light fixture, but if it was Riza, it would mean following someone who was also the prime suspect of 2 murders. Which is why I didn't do that before. I really didn't want to get caught with the prime suspect at a location I was not told to go to. That would look super suspicious. I also had to consider the list of places Reza had been to. A local grocery store, the production facility we have visited, and the library were the 3 places closest to here. It certainly was going to be a busy day, and I knew I wouldn't have the time to visit all of them. Kind of think of it, the grocery store is one of the places where we meet Vara. At the same time, the production facility and Tatsu Park are the places I did not go to on my first run. I think for this run, I'm going to focus on the places that I did not visit the first time. So let's go to Tatsu Park first. Tatsu Park, here I am. I don't know what I'm even looking for, though. Boy, one of these situations. Okay, I'm going to kind of save scum my way through here so that I can investigate everything. Read the sign. This park is dedicated to our creator, to whom we owe our sentience and existence. As it is our duty to remember, this place honors them every day with its beauty and grants a place of recreation and contemplation to all of us. Let's look at the map. This park is bigger than I thought. I could go north towards Tatsu Avenue, which apparently is a nice spot to look at the landscape, or south to the political district. Where should I go? I wonder if Tatsu is the real name of the administrator. Okay, let's start towards Tatsu Avenue. I already love this place. I would love to see those pink trees in real life. Okay. Now, first thing I'm doing is examine the falling leaves. I don't recognize this species of tree. Let's rest on the bench. Finally, a place to sit down. The view of the scenery is perfect. Achievement unlocked, landscaper. You appreciated the landscape for a bit. That was nice. I was just about to get up when I noticed someone sitting next to me. New person! Oh, I didn't see you there. I thought you were a statue or something. Dramavian. Is that your name or what you are? Hello? Well, regardless of anything, writing you down anyway. Orange Raptor Dragon with Heart Locket. Beerfar says you learned the administrator's name in Remy's bad ending. It is also the most in-depth. I think they expected most players to go for Remy first. I mean, how could I go with Remy when Lorem is so freaking adorable? Anyway, well, maybe it is a statue. Or I just turned invisible. I hope it's not the latter. Let's open the hatch. Oh hey, it's this scene from the opening of the game. On the middle covering of the hatch, there are two buttons which are situated to the left and the right of a central circular lever. The arrow on the lever is pointed up. Let's push the first button. The first button is now pressed and sits flush with the metal covering of the hatch. Let's press the second button. The second button is now pressed and sits flush with the metal covering of the hatch. Let's turn the lever clockwise. Arrow on the lever is now pointing right. Now let's turn it counterclockwise. Let's give up. Beerfar says to search the grass and bushes. Well, first I'm resting on the bench again. I'm already well rested. I shouldn't waste any more time. So, I'm assuming then that the hatch is what I eventually need to be doing here. Let's look at the map again and head to the political district. Just as I entered the southern part of the park, I found myself tumbling to the ground when someone suddenly bumped into me. Ouch! Another new dragon! Oh, this is already a worthwhile trip. Lucius. Okay. Lucius. Black dragon with sci-fi armband. Sorry about that. Are you alright? Besides being a little dirtier than before, I think so. I should really look where I'm going. Sometimes I just get lost in my thoughts. Hey, I think you dropped this. Oh, thank you. Ghost stories, huh? Yep. Oh, I should probably go before the bookstore closes. Bye! Bye. There's someone sitting on the benches. Is it the Dormavian again? Oh, it's you. We know you. What a most pleasant surprise to be meeting you here, Erika. Do you know who I am? I do. And what brings you here today, Erika? I'm not quite sure of that myself. The park does have an appeal that naturally draws people in. Heaven knows, as I'm partly responsible for creating it. Have you seen the north side yet? If not, you totally should. It's just so pretty this time of year. You created this park? Well, some of it. Do you see the building behind me? That's where I work. Do you want to know a secret? The park was built here so I could enjoy going outside on my breaks. Like right now, for example. Speaking of your work, Remy works for you, right? I just met him the other day. I wonder if I would have known that on my first run. Because I didn't learn that until much later in the playthrough. I'll just attribute this as something I know because this is my second run. Oh, Remy? Quite the little nerd, isn't he? Have you seen his malformed ears? I want to laugh every single time I see him. Oh, that's not very nice. Be that as it may, I just can't help it. Can I ask you a question? You can ask for sure, but whether I can answer or not is another question. What would you like to know? I'm going to ask all the questions. So, let's ask about your visit. Or my visit, I guess. What do you think about us visiting this world? You and Reza? Well, I think it is about the most exciting thing that has happened here in the last few years. Ideally, it will remain the most exciting thing. It certainly has been a nice distraction from the other boring things I have to do at work. How so? Arranging your arrival was partly my responsibility. In fact, I would have been at the portal to welcome you myself if something didn't come up at the last second. I'm curious what that was. Can you tell me more about your job? I could, but I think overall it's a very boring affair. It involves a lot of reading and talking and approving or rejecting forms and projects. It has its perks, but in some ways I'll certainly be happy when my term is over. If you've been minister once, that's something people will remember you for, even if those times are long past. No one can ever take that away from you again. You mentioned your term ending. How does that work here? We, the ministers, serve our term, and then someone else takes our place. Only one minister changes at a time, though. Technically speaking, any person can become a minister, though there are certain standards and requirements that must be met in order to apply for office. I bet you're not allowed to be a human. Although, then again... They probably don't actually have such a role in place because they don't have humans here to require such a role. But there's probably some other role that would, by extension, prevent me from being a minister. I don't want to bore you with the details, as that too would be a long and tedious affair. Well, then I won't ask about it. Instead, I'll ask about the park. Can you tell me more about Tatsu Park? Well, I'm not so sure that there is much to say about it. It just opened recently. I think the initial request was for more open spaces, like a dedicated place for people to gather and such. If you read the plaque, you would know that the park was dedicated to our so-called creator. I say creator like that because I think that word is a bit of a misnomer, but I suppose people still use it regardless. It's kind of legitimate in this case. Anyway, that's all. I suppose I should be getting back to work anyway. Well, thank you for the most pleasant conversation, Erika. You're welcome, Miss Nido Queen. Alright, let's search the shrubbery. After I save again. Yeah, this totally won't look strange or suspicious. Here we go. I found some dirt. There doesn't seem to be anything else here. Achievement unlocked. Archaeologist. I found a handful of dirt. Before says may take a few tries? Well, let's do it again then. Again? I guess I should look harder this time. Glad you told me. I would have only tried once. No, it seems there's still just dirt to be found here, and I don't think I'll need more than what I already have. Too bad. Look again. One more time. Guess not. Let's search the pavilion. You never know what you'll find around a pavilion. Let's do this. I found something. It's a round, smooth orb about the size of a bowling ball. This is what Beer Force was trying to get me to find. You were thinking of the wrong location. Wait a minute. I recognize this. It looks like something I saw in one of the books the other day. I bet this part of the conversation would have been different had I not searched the books. Might as well take it with me. Achievement unlocked, Orb Finder. You acquired an Ixomen sphere part. Specifically the orb. Just a part? Before says one item down, one to go. Well, let's search the shrubbery again. Nope, guess not. Search the pavilion again? Doesn't seem to be anything important here, but at least it provides excellent shade. No, nothing here. Before says next item is on the next investigation. Alright. So now we'll head towards Tatsu Avenue. And the political area is no longer an option. Okay, how to figure this out? I don't necessarily have any clues. So let's just do these in order. First button, second button, lever clockwise, then counterclockwise. Arrow on the lever is now pointing up, and go the other direction. Clockwise, pointing right, second button. After pressing the second button again, it has returned to its original position, sticking out slightly against the metal covering of the hatch. And then the first button. And it's the same way. So I'm not really certain what I'll do here. Oh, there's the arrow. I didn't notice the arrow at first. Arrow's now pointing down. So Maddie guesses arrow between buttons and then press the buttons down. Maybe not. Oh! I did it! Sorry about the squeakiness voice. That did not come out how I wanted it to sound. I looked down to see the maintenance tunnels for the underground drain system. A pale object starkly contrasted against the pitch-black backdrop. A pale object. Well, let's go down. It's a cloth with suspicious red markings all over it. Achievement unlocked, Finders Keepers. You acquired a bloody bandage. I guess that's all to be found down here. Well, we're definitely going to turn this into the police station. Okay, and it does not automatically kick me out of the park by doing that, so I still could have gone exploring. Buford says that's a missable achievement. Can't get it after the true ending. Well, that's lame. I think we're done in the park now. I don't think I'll find anything else here. Okay, as I said, I want to visit the places I did not visit the first time, so let's go to the production facility. Reza was allegedly here at some point. Maybe I should ask Anna. Hello? Anybody here? Hi. Open shirt, no other clothing. I approve. So Buford says, after the true ending, the inside of the hatch is replaced with something else. Am I going to want to play this again after the true ending? Anyway, can I help you? I was just looking for Anna. This is her lab, right? Why don't I ever get any recognition? This is my lab as much as it is hers. Either way, Anna is not here. Would that be all? Since you work here, maybe you can help me instead. Oh, of course. Your precious Anna isn't here, so you'll have to settle for me. I see how it is. That's not what I meant. Of course, of course. Let's just get this over with. You can start by telling me who you are. Here's the short version. My name is Damien. You sound like a Damien. Okay, Damien works with Anna. What would you call that color? Pale blue? Stone blue? Stone blue. I'll go with stone blue. Lizard with lab coat. I work in this facility, and I'm unfortunate enough to live the nightmare of having to deal with Anna on a daily basis. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. And you are? Oh, Buford says he was the third murder victim in the first run. Oh dear. You don't know who I am? Of course I know who you are, but your assumption validated the point I was going to make. You see, this whole thing about you coming here has been blown out of proportion, like it's some huge event that everyone should be celebrating. Newsflash, not everyone cares. Once both of you are gone, life will return to normal, and we can all go back to what we actually should be doing. I imagine a lot of it has to do with those human myths you have. I can only reiterate, not everyone cares. What exactly did you want again? Okay, given the circumstances, I'm not going to ask about Anna. The important thing is to ask about Reza, but I'll save that for the moment. I will ask about you first. What kind of research are you doing? Right now? Guess who got tasked with running all those tests on your blood? You did? That's right. While she goes out and does whatever the heck she wants, I get to keep an eye on the experiment. Any interesting results? Not just yet, but soon we'll know more about your body than you do. Has Reza been here recently? Do you know anything about Reza's visits to this facility? I've seen him a few times. He would come by to ask about the progress of the generators. There was this one time when Anna told him she'd have news, but when he came over, she just wanted to run some tests on him. Did he go through with it? No, he wanted some compensation, I suppose. Nothing she could offer satisfied him, however, and that was that. Alright. I kind of want to be nice by not asking about Anna, but at the same time, I feel like it's important. But I'm saving just in case I don't want to ask. How long have you known Anna? Why do you care about that? Maybe I want to find out what kind of person she is. You might have an idea. I'll put it this way. I've known her far too long. What kind of research is she doing? Cancer research. She thinks she can cure it, but she's out of her mind. I am disappointed to hear that this world has cancer. Is that such a bad thing? The way she does it? Yes. She's wasting resources that could be better spent on projects with an actual chance of success. Well, you know what? I'm glad she's trying. Okay, Buford says that blood drop on the pause screen was the blood test results. That area is your inventory, and I think it carries between playthroughs. Apparently, it is our inventory. Huh. Anyway, that's all. Thanks for your help. Yeah. Achievement unlocked, Interrogator 1. I thought I already got an Interrogator 1. Anyway, I interrogated Damien. I wonder if I'll have another chance of meeting with Damien. Perhaps if I stick with Anna during a playthrough? The afternoon sun hung low in the sky, and I decided it was time to report my findings to the police. A brief call to the department, and I was on my way to an appointment with Sebastian. Okay, another thing that I have the option of skipping. But as before, I kind of want to remind myself what happens during this. Besides that, I did different investigations and want to see how that makes things different here. So don't skip ahead. I'm not sure how my findings will help, but at least I have something. Look who we have here. All right. It's Maverick. What do you want? Answers. Okay. Why? What is your goal in all this? We even come here. You know why. He is very suspicious of me. I would never do such a thing. I, of course, didn't have one of those. I'm glad you don't make Bryce see what you see. You'll definitely be a hero, Maverick. But it'll be on my terms. I at least know I don't actually have to worry about him. So... Bryce is still looking for Riza. Let me think here. He's not the kind of person who gives up easily. Can't we help? Only so much to do. Doesn't look like... What was that? Doesn't look like we'll find him today. No, I don't think we'll be able to find him until Chapter 5. I don't think he's going anywhere. Apparently because the portal will be broken, might already be broken, not really sure. I don't think he's going anywhere. He can't flee to another place. Yeah, I guess that's the same option I chose before. What about a trade agreement? Don't worry. Riza is definitely not a victim in this situation. Thanks, Sebastian. And I give what I have found on these other two investigations. The bandage you found is something, alright. course, it could be anyone's, but why would someone discard theirs in a place like that? It seems suspicious to me, and is certainly worth checking out. I'll make sure it gets to the right place. I'm not sure if there's anything special about Anna wanting Ray's blood. I mean, she's a scientist, so it's natural that she'd be interested in something like that. We'll have to talk to her about it, though. Maybe she has some more details for us. Well done, Erika. That gives us some solid points from which we can continue our investigation. So on future runs, I probably won't go to the production facility, because it doesn't seem like it leads anywhere if I had to guess. So Sebastian's going to go look for Bryce, and I'm heading back to my apartment. Okay, So this is the point where I would go out and meet with other people. Bryce is definitely going to be a priority. There might be another new priority, might be another new option coming up, like there was with Sebastian. Don't know yet, not going to find out today. I'm going to end things here because odds are, whoever it is I see, they're going to be taking a while to hang out with, and I probably don't have time for whatever is going to happen. Before says, hopefully you can meet Lorem twice if you want his good ending. I will keep that in mind. It depends on what options I have along the way. Lorem's good ending. See twice. I will definitely do that then, if I have the opportunity. Anyway, if you've enjoyed today's stream, feel free to give me a follow. I stream this every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Let's see, is there somebody that I can send a raid to?